Jimmy, I got to say one other thing.
A lot of my shit.
One of the best stories that you have was the fucking ice cream on the seat. Hey, Stanley.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Stanley was, let's throw some hot oil on him. All right, thanks, Dave.
That was hot oil.
Thank you, buddy.
For David's sake, what was the ice cream on the seat story?
That was when I was riding around with Stan and his brother. And his brother passed away, which bums me out, Mike. And we were riding around, and we would put... we were riding through a parking lot in a flea market, and we saw this thing of melted chocolate ice cream. And so we were walking around looking for like something to throw it on. We were going to throw it all over somebody's dashboard. I was 13. And we found a seat cover that was like a fur seat cover. So we took the ice cream and we fucking throw all this melted ice cream on the back of the seat cover. And like 10 or 15 minutes later, we're driving by again, and we see a very old couple outside, and the old guy is standing there, and his wife is standing behind him just wiping off his back with a napkin. So the old crow sat in his... Oh, we fucking screamed with laughter.
It was so funny when Stanley was in here, because it was clear, like, he's such a nice guy and moved on from that he really didn't want to acknowledge any of the rotten things that you guys did as kids.
Well, yeah, he was older than... He was just, he's a big guy, very strong guy. But we were young. He was just having fun with it. He was just having some fun. It was all harmless. Even when we tried to light the couch on fire and push it off on the highway.
That's not harmless.
Yeah,
That's really, harmful, actually.
We really wanted a car to hit us. That's true.
You're going to kill someone.
Dude, all those kids that were throwing bricks in through windshields, I was one of those kids. Like, it was antisocial stuff.
Right.
Because the consequences weren't as obvious back then. Because it wasn't YouTube and all these videos that were actually happening and shit going wrong. It was like this intangible thing in the atmosphere.
Right.
Like, yeah, someone could die, but you knew that it wouldn't happen. But it could have happened. But I would absolutely, if you would have told me at one point, take this couch and push it off an overpass onto a car, I 100% would have tried to do it. There's not even a doubt in my mind that we would have thrown a sofa off an overpass onto a fucking windshield.
It's a terrible thing to do.
Just to hear the thud and the screeching tires because you feel like you've done something.
When you're 12 or 13, it's funny.
It's hilarious.
Because you consequences haven't fully been established in your mind yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You don't, it's an intangible thing. Someday.
You don't understand
something will happen.
Empathy has not reared its head yet for boys. Boys do not develop empathy, if ever, until much later in life.
That's true. You really don't. So those kids that killed that guy throwing that brick off the window, there was like 4 of them. I mean, they're going to jail. They're being tried as adults.
Weren't some of them like 19 or something?
Yeah, no, 17, 16. I mean,
that's a little much.
Way too old to be throwing a fucking rock off. Way too old.
I mean, even 13 is like...
5 teens denied bond. Wow. They fucked up. I wonder if they're still in jail.
I don't know.
They really fucked up. But yeah, people won't throw my shit. I have a lot of signed baseballs. Are they worth that much? Not really.
No, like a Pete Rose baseball, a guy who signs baseballs all day, every day, for years and years and years.
Yeah.
That's not worth it.
I have a few that are like Yankees that I like Goose Gossage, shit. Like, just, I don't have any Thurman Munson. Just stuff I like, I have.
No one's going to throw out your Jimmy Key signed baseball.
I don't think I have that one.
Oh.
But I do have gloves that were signed by like Joe Frazier, Tyson, Jake LaMotta. Like, that type of stuff is worth a little something.
Here's what'll happen. When I die, my kid will take my wrestling figure collection and my shoe collection and sell it for pennies on the dollar. Just sell the whole lot for pennies on the dollar, and then take all the other shit and just throw it in the garbage.
Which is fine.
Which, yeah, but I'll be done with it by then.
You're
I'll
to
be in the
enjoy
ground.
yourself.
Because you wonder what the stuff is. Like, for me, it's just photos. So, like, all right, here, take this hard drive. So I throw it on the hard drive my dumb pictures and not do anything with them.
Yeah.
But most of it is like pictures of me with people. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
You know, what are they going to want to do? Maybe they would sell my stuff or give it away to fans, or hopefully maybe bury me with my signed Sabbath picture.
Fans left by then?
Yeah, that's a good point. I can't even argue. Let's see.
You're going to go to Dan in Florida? Line 5.
I won't be ignored, Dan.
That's right.
I don't know what this means. Hello. What's up, Dan?
Hey, guys. I just want to know how deep your obsession is with the sneakers, because when you buy shoes specifically to dead stock them and never wear them, do you look specifically for your size? Do you have to have your size?
That's my OCD. Even when I'm buying a shoe that I know, like, this is specifically a shoe, so I have a pair put away, I'm never going to wear this shoe, it always has to be in my size.
What if they didn't have it in your size?
I would find it somewhere else. I would say no, I don't want it. If it's
To a
not on my
lesser
size.
degree, I'm the same way. If I go to a concert, like every Pearl Jam show I go to,
Yeah.
I'll buy 2 shirts for that specific show.
Right.
One to not wear. I cannot give you a good reason why I'm saving a shirt.
Because I mean, you're not going to be able to find them, but it's always in your size.
You'll always be able to find them.
But I don't want to spend $80 to $100 on a shirt.
No, I'm just saying. But you'll be able to find. If I can find a 1976 Sabbath Technical Ecstasy Tour shirt, you
can't find one of those Guns N' Roses shirts you didn't get.
That's true. I can't.
Check eBay.
Not at a decent price. But anyway, so I'll buy 2 because I want to wear one,
Right.
and that's eventually going to get fucked up.
Right.
But I want to keep one, and it has to be in my size.
Always has to be in your size. Yeah.
Thanks,
so
Dan.
all the shoes that I buy to not touch, all of them are in my size.
What are you, 10?
10 and a half.
God, I have little feet. 8.
8 is yeah, but you know what? You probably have better luck than me finding shoes.
I have fat feet.
But no, I just mean like if you're a size 8 and you just wanted to buy like Jordans or whatever.
Yeah, that's true because there's so many different intangibles.
Yeah.
In your hobby.
Yeah.
Than mine. There's no sizes.
Like anything 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, you're fucked. Those are the popular sizes.
Because that's the majority of people.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
And then they barely make any 13s and 14s, so you're fucked there. But if you're an 8, you're pretty good.
Oh, I should be bread towing. I should be fucking bread towing. Now, what is this? Jimmy in Tampa. Hello, Jimmy.
Hey, I just wanted to say it's probably an old clip you guys have seen, but it's worth revisiting. There is one of those old antique road shows where the guy brings in it's like a Victrola roll that plays music, and it's one of you can't get it anymore. And the guy is looking at it, and he's shaking so bad, like he's got Parkinson's and an espresso, and he breaks the fucking thing.
No.
Destroys it, and you're never going to be able to get another one like it.
Oh, no.
Yes. No matter how much insurance you have, you're never going to be able to replace something like that.
That's it.
All right. Thank you very much, Jimmy. We're going to watch it right now.
One other thing, Jimmy, I just wanted to say, hey, whore, have some mustard.
And she waved. Hey, whore, have some mustard.
What was the setup there?
We were just driving, and we had gone for Chinese food. There was some hot mustard. So we saw a girl. She was like riding by, and Mike yelled, hey, whore, have some mustard.
Oh.
And he threw it out the window and hit her with mustard.
What a terror. Was it open?
Yeah, it was a cup of mustard like they give you in a Chinese restaurant to go.
It wasn't like a packet. It was a cup.
Oh, no, it was
an
a
open cup.
Yeah. Hey, whore, have some mustard.
Did the mustard get on her?
Yes, of course.
What a terrible thing to do.
My favorite, though, was we were driving, and he literally, because we would have those fucking Tupperware dishes of oil, margarine dishes of oil to go, like they would take 4 or 5 of them and just bring them. And then we would just go and throw them on dashboards to ruin people's cars. But
Wait, when you say dashboards, like you'd look
people's windows would be open. It was the summer.
and so they'd leave their window open, and then you just throw margarine.
We would take no, not the margarine, the engine oil.
Oh,
but like they would take oil, so we would dump the oil all over the fucking the dashboard and the steering wheel and the buttons.
Such a shitty thing to do.
What a horrible thing to do.
It would ruin the inside of people's cars.
And they get back to their car and they go like, why would somebody do this to me?
Dude.
And you go like, I didn't even know who you were. I just did it.
Because I would think that now. I'd be like, why would somebody fucking do this?
Yeah, what? And you'd be like looking around like, do I have enemies?
20 years earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be all over that.
Doesn't that suck knowing that now we're all the old people that the young people would prank?
Yep.
I remember
We're the ones who would get couches thrown on our cars.
there was a guy hitchhiking bare-chested. So what Mike wanted to do, he goes, let's go drink. He goes, hey, Stanley, let's throw some hot oil on him. He wanted to drain hot oil out of the engine. That was like, because it was a 90-something degree day.
It really is assault.
And there was a guy hitchhiking. I'll never forget that. And he wanted to drain hot oil and he go throw hot oil on the guy's chest.
It would burn him so bad.
Dude, hot oil on your chest.
Oh.
And even Stanley went, no, Mike, we can't do that. Even at that moment, he was tapped out.
That's a little more than a prank.
Oh, my God. I'll never forget he wanted to let's throw some hot oil on him.
Yeah, I don't even think you can get youth court for that. I think you'd have to go right to real court.
That's one of my favorite sentences ever. That
Let's throw hot oil on him.
Throw some hot oil on him. On his bare chest. Guy hitchhiking.
Terrible group of people.
I wish I could remember more of those stories because there's a lot of them.
I could hear the same ones over and over and over and over again, to tell you the truth. They're fantastic.
We would call it pig stickers. Let's go do some pig stickers.
I remember the pig sticker. You know who loved the pig sticker story? You remember Adrian when he worked there? Adrian loved the pig sticker story.
Did he?
Oh, loved it.
Yeah, we'd go to bars and just do it.
What was pig stickers?
They had this piece of metal. It looked like the type of thing that had like a little handle on it that you would jab into a tire when it has a flat to widen open the hole. It was like a metal spike almost, but thin, and you could fucking ruin a tire with that instantly. It had like a teeny, it looked like the letter T, but with a point on it. We would fuck tires up, and we'd go to a bar, and Stan would stop and idle the engine, and Mike would jump out and literally just start jabbing the same side of the car, and you go by in 10 minutes, and you'd see the car just leaned over to the left.
Wait, you do it on two tires?
Yeah, on the same side, the front and rear.
Nobody has two spares.
No, we're both front tires. It was awful.
So, even if you want to change the tire there and just take it, you don't have two spares. What a total asshole.
That's not a prank. You're in a gang.
This was, Stove in New York. Oh, God, please tell me this is his name. Hello in New York, Stove?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Is Stove your name?
No, they used to spell it wrong when I was in grade school. It's Steve, but the substitute teacher always put O, so it's Stove.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, you don't think about the repercussions, but I remember being a teen, and it would be a weeknight, and three of my asshole friends would be driving around the neighborhood, and it was right after 4th of July, and I took one of those big mortars, about the size of an 8-ball or cue ball, and I remember going up to this person's mailbox that was right next to their door. We're talking about a Wednesday night at 11 o'clock, and you lit that thing, and we shot off in the car, and boy, that would be like a felony right now. Horrible.
Oh,
it's fun to do though when you're young. You don't think of it like hearing that. Thanks, Steve or Stove. Yeah. Hearing that shit now, it makes me want to do it. I can't do it, but I would give anything.
Well, you wouldn't get the same joy out of it anymore because you know the consequences. I think you want to go back to when you were a kid and you can really just have the joy. I couldn't do that now.
Who was I riding around with? And it might have been Stan. I don't remember where they had. Oh no, it was my other friend, and he had a giant thing of compressed water. I don't know what it did. It looked like a giant oxygen tank, but it squirted water hard, like a fire hose almost, but it was portable. And I remember it was probably a 9-degree evening, and we were riding through New Brunswick looking for people to squirt with ice water in freezing weather.
Just give people pneumonia.
Yeah, we were looking. It was so cold we couldn't find anybody. There was one of those nights. It was a bitter cold night, and I was drunk, and he was
Let's squirt ice water.
We wanted to squirt water on people in that fridge. I don't remember why he had this tank with water. I don't remember what it was. That was the same guy that drove me around when I threw the piss on the guy. The couple, I used to piss in cups drunk and then throw it on people.
That's awful. That's really bad. That's really bad.
It is.
That's normal.
Is it?
Yeah, we've done that.
Throwing piss at people?
Yeah, while you're driving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or eggs. We'd go egging, and we would drive through, and we would literally try to throw. I'll never forget a guy who was stopped at in New Brunswick, stopped at some street to make a right or a left, and there was a guy walking. Sheepskin coats were big back then.
Oh no!
You wear a sheep. You know what a sheepskin coat was?
Yeah. It's white and almost.
It wasn't white. No, they were different colors, but there was.
You mean not like a sheepskin? It was that brown leather type.
Yeah. Black guys would wear those. That was a very big thing when I was a teenager. You were in a sheepskin coat.
Yes.
Maybe not necessarily like a cowboy, but sheepskin coats with leather trenches. All that stuff went through phases.
Right.
So if you had a sheep, that's what they would call it. The guy had a light blue sheepskin coat, and I had a fucking egg in my hand, and he was walking, and he couldn't have been more than 10 feet away, and I just sidearmed it out the window directly into the middle of his face. It broke in the middle of his face, and
Do you know how mad a person gets?
Dude, and we drove away, but I remember he just wiped the egg. It was so egregious, he couldn't even...
He
just wiped the egg off and kept walking.
You either have to kill somebody or you have to cry or you lose faith in humanity in that moment.
Yeah, we did a lot. I wish I could remember. I think I was probably a little tipsy through some of them, so I forget.
Yeah.
The guy putting his arm up is one of my, when I threw the piss, one of my favorite moments of all time.
Do you want to see this Vitrola breaking?
Yeah, let's see that. Yes, please. The phones are lit, too. We'll go to the phones again. Everyone wants to fucking talk about damaging.
Everyone loves talking about the pranks.
They're the best things you could ever do in life.
They really are.
So this is a one-of-a-kind piece. There's no other one like this particular one in the world. And you can see the tracks go this way. And
he is old.
It's really cool because it records much more accurately than... Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Well, that does happen every once in a while. That can't be good. Now, are you done with that, Ben?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
All right. Apparently, we're really done with that one. Now,
he's so upset. The guy is so upset.
He should be.
Why do that? It's shattered.
Yeah. Why do you? How about this? If you have Parkinson's, don't handle the merch.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's one of a kind. Okay. Isn't that the greatest sentence? It's right before, the greatest sentence you could ever say before you break something is, this is one of a kind.
Yeah. Priceless, irreplaceable, one of a kind.
Oh, shit.
Heirloom. My grandfather, whenever something breaks right before it, I want to hear something from my grandfather.
Right.
You're never getting that one back.
He's no longer with us.
Kevin in New York, yes.
Good morning, guys.
Hello, sir.
I had my best friend used to tell me when he was in the Navy, they'd get off the ship like up in Groton, Connecticut back in the 60s, and one buddy always rode with him, and he'd always buy a bag of oranges, and by the time they got down to like Delaware, the guy was out of oranges, and he goes, boy, them oranges must be really good. He said one day he just happened to look in his mirror, and he sees this arm come out of his window, and this guy whips an orange and hits this little kid that's riding a bike right in the middle of the back. And he said the little kid was just wobbling and it just crashes. He used to make me piss my pants when he told stories like that.
So not only do you get to throw something at somebody, you get to see a little kid get hit with an orange, and then you get to see a little kid fall off his bicycle.
Oh, this guy was hilarious. Have a good morning, guys.
Thank you.
How could we not after that story?
I told you my friend Dean, what he did to me and my friend Neil. Dean was like, I wasn't jerking off much. I was like maybe 12, and Dean might have been 13, or maybe 11 and 13, whatever the fuck we were. So we were at his house, and Dean was the guy that got me into partying. Like, he was one of those guys. He came, me and Neil went to his house, and Dean came out with his hand out, and he fucking wiped his fingers on my glasses, and something pulled up. He had gone in the bathroom and jerked off. Jesus. And it's true, and I'll never forget it pulling up under my glasses, and he said this to Neil. He goes, "You've been given head." And he wiped his hand on Neil's face and mouth. He wiped his cum on Neil's mouth.
It's so disgusting.
And Neil...
I had a friend who did that to a girl in high school.
That's a Me Too thing.
Now it is, yeah.
That's sexual assault.
Yeah, that's bad.
But back then he would just jerk off in the bathroom and then just rub it on a girl's face, and we would all laugh.
It's a terrible thing to do.
How long did he teach there? When you have no TV to watch, and then in 1980,
See, you didn't grow up in like the late 90s when you go to the library and you could jerk off to porn in the library.
Yeah, there was none of that. No, there was none of that. There was me and Tom Naylor taking dog shit and throwing it down the book chute.
Jim would have been the kid who jerked off at porn in the library.
100%.
Yeah, because there was always every year we'd have some kid in the high school. He'd get suspended because the librarian caught him jerking off in the high school library.
I used to, when I first started to get, before I was still, shooting blanks, but, the sensation, I went to a Catholic school, I had, those desks where, they would come down really low, and I used to just rub my dick on the bottom of the desk, but I never had any splooge or anything like that, so I could just get the sensation off, just in the middle of a fucking social studies class.
And you think nobody notices, and all your classmates are sitting there like, he's fucking the desk again. Yeah. Chris is fucking the desk again.
There's nothing better, though, when you're getting a rod somewhere you shouldn't. It's fucking amazing.
You like that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I do a lot.
So your parents never punished you for your pranks?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It didn't matter.
No doorknob. Took my doorknob away at one point.
Yeah.
Fucking no TV. Oh, yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I had to listen to the radio. My grandmother would turn me on to these radio shows, like the old school radio shows I would listen to. And
like what?
TV privileges.
Like The Shadow?
Well, yeah, stuff like that. like a radio soap opera when
Right.
I had zero TV privilege. It's fucking awful. Yeah.
I liked her and the big fat girl that pooped on the stairs.
Hey.
That's not what
I
I'm
love
talking about.
I love the girl shitting on the steps.
And that was on the side of a road.
Yeah, you guys are talking about somebody else.
Oh, okay.
You remember that story?
I do. Yeah, the girl that shit on the stairs. And she's like, oh, let me just run upstairs. Who has a nugget of shit come out of their skirt? Jim raised his hand.
Not skirt.
Really?
No, I told you the time I had a nugget of shit. I was on Newton Street, and Bill D'Angelo and me were walking to school, and I had this shit. I was always embarrassed to shit places, so I tried to cut it off, but the head of that little joker broke off, and I felt it roll down the back of my leg, and I kicked it out, and me and Bill laughed.
So you think that girl was trying to run upstairs and just toot?
Yep.
And a little nugget fell out on the stairs?
Dude, I was fucking prairie dogging on the way to school. I was walking. It was like those type of walks where your legs are stiff and you're going, and you're kind of holding it.
And a little nugget came out and you guys played hacky sack with it?
No, I felt it go down the back of my leg.
Oh, my God.
And it rolled out, and I go, Bill, watch. And I kicked out a little piece of shit, a shit ball. I'll never forget that on Newton Street.
And Bill thought it was funny. He was still your friend after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Fucking Jim. Yeah.
Oh, what a socially dysfunctional misfit you were.
I didn't like to shit in public. I like to shit in my house.
Just in your pants.
Yeah, I would even hold it. I would always hold it. I would kneel on the side of my bed and just hold my shits.
I don't like to shit in public unless it's in my pants.
Yeah, that's the only place I like to. Is that a weird thing to do, to kneel and just hold your shit in?
For no reason?
Now I can't stand it.
Well, of course it's a weird thing.
But now I still, when I go home, if I have to shit, I still do I make myself do a couple of tasks first. Like to prep the area.
Jim, you understand
I'm like a dog.
No, you're not you're like a dog who was horribly sexually abused in its youth. That's the type of dog that you're like. You're like a dog that was heavily molested as a puppy.
No.
Yep.
I wasn't.
You don't think so? I would think yes.
You mean it's not normal to hold your shits and kneel by the side of the bed and read comic books?
No, it isn't. No, it really. Rob, you ever do that as a child? No. Of course not.
Well, you find it like comic books.
Right. What about with magazines or books or?
No.
No.
I did not.
You did not. You never knelt on the side of the bed and held your shit?
No, I never had to just kneel on the side of the bed.
Dude, that was a...
What would you do if you had to shit?
I'd go take a shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot
You do that
about...
voluntarily?
Dude, I would literally every day. That was like my routine. Like I would just literally, if I was reading or whatever, I would just, or if I was just thinking about things, I would just kneel at the bed and pray. I wouldn't be praying, but I would just kneel at the bed.
At the foot of the bed?
No, or on this, kneel on the floor.
And lean on the bed.
And lean on the bed, and my arms would be propped up, and I would just be kneeling, holding in my shits.
And just feel yourself not shitting.
Yeah.
This is like a Catholic boy, like repenting or something, like punishing himself, except through shit.
And I don't know what it means.
Troy, did you ever kneel by the side of the bed and hold your shit in for no particular reason?
I had weird fascinations with shit when I was growing up.
That's not...
But I never did that.
Yeah.
Troy always is a little bit in, though. Like, no matter how weird it is, Troy understands it on some level.
Yeah.
Like, you ever eat a pile of shit? Nah, dude. I mean, I smelled one,
right,
but
not
I didn't eat it. You know, there's always not a pile. It's too much.
Because Troy, you have a childhood like somebody who was horribly molested. Troy has a childhood like somebody who would grow up to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
It's two different things.
Yeah, like Troy's the guy who would probably slap around the nerdy kid and fuck his butt.
Right. Like, equally unhealthy. Troy would make a kid blow him in the pool and piss in his mouth.
Yeah.
And you would blow a kid in the pool and get piss in your mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot about that. Was
Travis,
literally my daily routine was to kneel by the side of the bed and just hold in my shits.
Do you ever kneel by the side of the bed, read comic books, and hold shits in for no reason?
All at the same time?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah. Nico, you ever when you were a little younger? I know that you shared a room, so it's probably a little bit more difficult.
Yes, and you're in the top bunk.
But would you ever maybe lean on a chair or something and hold your shits in for no reason?
No.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Nico, he does not hold his shits in.
Not at all.
I don't
He's a
care if he's
fucking
on the
bus
bus.
shitter.
Yeah.
That's one thing Nico will do is fire out a log.
Let me tell you something. Whenever there's a hint that there could be dookie coming out, Nico will make.
Yeah. Nico likes to make.
Yeah. Nico is a maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember shitting in the bathtub once when I was a kid, but that's it.
Right.
Ew.
You hear Anthony in there laughing? I bet Anthony
I was having a bubble bath, and then I see a bunch of brown flakes just coming
Oh, my God, you're disgusting.
Well, you didn't even know what was happening, you fucking dope?
No, I did. But
How numb was your asshole from fingers and other objects?
I did. I'm not sharing anymore.
Well, no, it's not that I don't want to hear this story. Hold on. Let me apologize.
Okay.
There, okay.
Oh, tooted.
That's my apology to the crew.
Oh, brown flakes?
I accept your apology, but I'm not in there.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, I was like,
Travis.
oh, I gotta get out of here.
A little liquidy duty.
I do remember once having a diarrhea problem in my PJs when I was like 6 and having to come downstairs because I was sick and tell my mom that I'd made a mess in my pajama pants.
But that still has them. She still has those with caked shit.
Right. That's when Sam had his diarrhea problem.
Yeah, they're in a baggie and it's marked Sammy's flu.
Did Anthony ever hold his shit in as a baby?
No.
No.
Did you ever have your shit pushed in?
Yeah, you're trying to parlay it?
Shit.
Huh?
I just used to shit.
That's it?
Yep.
Like if you felt like you had to go to the bathroom, you just go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him saying he liked a warm toilet show, he's probably a healthy shitter. Like, he just walks in the bathroom and goes.
That's not healthy.
I have to have fucking...
No, to actually have a positive reaction of going like, oh, cool, the toilet seat's warm. Woohoo! Winner of the day, chicken dinner. Like, that's not healthy.
No, but I still got to have everything a certain way. I like to have the stall next to me open and not with anyone.
Oh, really?
I like the shit private.
I won't take note of that if you ever have to shit here and just sit down in the stall next to you.
You want to see, you lose on that exchange, my friend. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm weird when I shit. I like to be alone and naked in my house. In my fucking house. I'm totally nude when I shit. No problems. Nothing happening.
What do you have to be nude for?
I don't want to shit on the back of my shirt.
I get that. No, I get being nude.
But why you gotta be... You get nude when you shit?
I prefer it.
If I can. If I'm out, look, of course, if I'm in the gym.
You get naked all the time in your house. Why you do that?
I like to be naked. Boy, I'm a fucking natural boy. But no, I mean, if I'm in the gym or whatever, of course. But I have a thing with to shit in a dress shirt is a nightmare because you don't want to shit on the shirt tails.
Right. That's the commercial for Untuck It, I think. You ever shit on the on the bottom of your shirt? Not anymore.
I remember being a kid, and I was so proud of the length of the shit that came out of me.
Good boy.
I reached in, I picked it up, and I brought it out, and I showed my parents.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with them? What'd they say?
They were like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? And I was just like, I don't know, I was proud of this.
That's some real serial killer shit. That's not molestation.
No, that's normal stuff.
No,
though.
it isn't.
It is. Looking at your shit side, I always look at my logs.
He didn't look at it. He picked it up out of the toilet and walked it into his parents.
I wanted to do that. I didn't have the courage to do that. I wanted to pick one up mightily and hold it.
Yeah.
No. I have the power!
Exactly. And then you hold it up, and it bends and breaks and goes down your forearm, falls on your bicep.
A little bit comes in your mouth.
Well, maybe.
No. Listen, it's normal to look down at the bowl and take pride in what you see. To take it out of the bowl, holding it, how old were you?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 13.
11?
That's way too old. That's a 3-year-old boy's thing.
To take it out of the toilet and hold it in your hands as if, like, I want to show you what my dog can do.
Yeah, that's a rural Pennsylvania rapist thing.
That really is.
Yeah.
That's like, if they had shown that in like, the Dahmer movie, it would make people be like, well, of course, why do people see it coming?
I mean, that's just the beginning, though. When I used to tour, we used to do all sorts of things with our shit.
Well, that's a little bit different.
That's probably to be
like
silly, right?
Yeah.
Frat shit. Like that's like touring band.
I remember once we had a dressing room that was a couple floors above this major walkway, and people held my hands, and I held my ass out the window overlooking this sidewalk, and I just diarrhea blasted.
That's disgusting.
I was in CKY.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You were just doing CKY shit. I think it's way more telling about your psychotic nature as a person that you would, at 11, take shit out of the toilet and show your parents. That's worse.
Yeah, I was just proud.
Because it's not like there's nobody around to laugh. Like, it's not like your friends are there to laugh at you.
Right,
it's
and
like,
enjoy it.
It's like, I really just think my parents are going to be impressed by this toilet, this piece of doo-doo.
That's also antisocial behavior.
Out of the bowl. It's out of the bowl.
Look at my duty.
It's in my hands. It's so antisocial.
Aren't we always fascinated with our own? When I fart in bed, I love smelling my own farts.
It is
very different.
It's different than picking up
you keep going from normal to not normal.
Okay, but like when you take like a big diarrhea dump and it overflows out of the water, aren't you like, nice, look at that.
And then you just pick it up and start eating it? Like, isn't that what everybody does?
But what is it with our own shit? Like, I like my own farts, too. I really think it's got something to do with telling if we're healthy. I really do think that that's some animal thing.
I think it's the same reason women love babies so much. Because they come out of their bodies.
Is it fun to hit?
No. What? See Troy in the bathroom punching his feces.
This is a great one. Ron in Indianapolis. Hello, Ron.
Yeah, so one time when I was probably 9 or 10, I got mad at my sister, so I went in the bathroom while I was taking a big shit. I saw her toothbrush there, so I picked up her toothbrush and cut my shit with it and then put it back.
Oh, jeez.
Good for you.
That's not that good. It's great. You think so?
Yep, good boy. You win. Oh, God, please tell me this is true. Hello, Chuck.
Hey, Jim, when y'all were talking about this, I remember you used to throw shit in people's cars and stuff. My grandson and his buddy, they were having a pizza party at their school. They're like 11, and it was Little Caesars, and so they brought the pizzas in and stacked the boxes up. They took a pizza box and threw the pizza out, and they both shit in it and then stuck it in between the pizza boxes.
No.
And when they spread out the pizza boxes, somebody opened it and there was 2 big old turds, and they got suspended. Goddamn, they got in all kinds of trouble.
That is funny though. That's a boy's prank. Thanks a lot, Chuck. Thank you.
Guys,
see you, buddy.
Look.
That's a boy's prank.
Yes, that's a boy's prank. I'm not sitting there and going like that's a crazy person, molestation victim, serial killer thing to do. That's not. A molestation victim holds their shit in for no reason every single day. A serial killer takes feces out of the toilet and shows his parents.
What kind of a person would take someone else's feces out of the toilet if they were paid a sum of money to do so?
A whore.
And then say,
he's a whore. Yeah. You mean what kind of person would sit there if a grown man took a shit in the toilet and then say, hey, I'll give you a stipend. I'll give you a little bit of money if you take my feces out of the toilet and say hello to it in your hand and then put it back in the toilet and wave goodbye to it? I would say a whore would do that.
You think you spent that money wisely?
No. Here's the issue. This is my issue with things like that. What are you going to remember? Where you spent the money and what you spent the money on, or the act that you did for the money?
Do you think that he regrets that?
Every day of his life.
I feel bad. It's just a dumb prank. Dude, I've done worse shit. Who cares? It was a radio show prank. Go now.
There's an unpleasant odor in the room.
You embarrass me.
Just want to put that out there.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's over here. It doesn't smell good in here.
Doing a show together. You can't embarrass me like that.
Your gas has made the room stinky. Tap, tap, tap.
So I apologize to Troy and Sam.
But we're having it. And it's part of almost like the routine of today's news cycle, which is the interesting part of it.
Kevin, are you saying that a porn star would actually try to call attention to herself? Shocking, right?
That's him.
You know what? That's him hitting his leg for noise. A good call.
That's him hitting his leg to try to.
What are you doing, Troy? This is not a way to be a part of the show. You're hiding behind your shirt. Be with us.
Is it
really bad, dude?
Is it the odor?
It's terrible.
Is that your gas?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Apologize.
Do you?
No.
Will you do it again?
In a heartbeat.
No. Stinks.
Is it bad?
It's really bad, dude. Really bad. Like nauseating bad.
Yeah. It's a rough one. I mean, it smells like there might have been some defecation.
No.
That's what it smells like.
I wasn't going to do that, but then Travis said something about buying a plane for you, and that was my answer.
You got excited?
No.
Oh. It's always worse when Jim pushes.
That was aggressive.
When he pushes it out.
When I'm answering a question, it's worse.
Right.
That was no.
It sounded like a pile of gas.
Would you have done that on Amy's plane with all your friends?
I did that one time going to Montreal. It was Opie was there, Anthony was there, Colin, Amy, and myself. They flew us. So we were all in the little first class area of one of those Embraers, and I dropped one like that. That was putrid. And Kenny was there.
Were you embarrassed?
I've never been prouder of myself. Every one of them got it, and it was fucking revolting to all of them. They were revolted.
They wish you weren't on the plane at all.
The whole group, and people who weren't with us.
Right.
But I just did it because I was with all my friends.
Sure.
You know it's bad when Kenny breaks, too.
Oh, boy. So, no, on that plane going out there, I know Mark Norman was on it, and some of Amy's friends from, I guess, growing up, her father, and a few other people. I don't know who else was on it, but it would have been fun to be on it. And each day was good food.
You think so?
Mark told me. Yeah. You know, Mark's like, it was great. Yeah. I love Mark Norman. He's doing Conan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been working. That's really funny. And Kelsey we have on Friday. Kelsey's doing the Tonight Show Friday, so good for her, too.
Yeah, I'm really happy for
Yeah, I am, too. It's her first one.
Yeah. She's
late night
going to come by here on Friday morning.
Yeah, and then there's like some watching. Comics do this thing now, which I never did. I did it for, I went to one at the Stand where they have these watching parties where, like, you'll watch your set with other comedians. They've done it at the Cellar, too.
Well, you never had any friends or any supportive people around you, so that's why that wouldn't have happened.
I guess. I just couldn't do it, dude. It's too uncomfortable.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my God, to watch your set.
And also, I feel like the new culture is like supporting each other, and your culture was not that way.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you're like, I actually feel good about doing this TV show. The last thing I want is for my friends to just point out everything that I'm insecure about already.
Yeah. Yeah, to make fun of my jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm happy for Kelsey.
Yeah, I like to see my friends doing well. You know, you want to see people that you like getting TV spots. It's nice to see. Like when Soder got the fucking half-hour Netflix. Or like, I'm happy for guys I really like.
And you know, I was talking to the creator of Billions not too long ago, Brian Koppelman, and we were talking about Soder, and he said that Soder's part in Billions was literally written for Soder. Like when they were creating the show, he was like, "Yeah, and I wrote this part for."
He liked
Soder.
Dan.
Yeah, because he liked Dan already.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who's that? The girl Dan's with?
Let's see. That's she's on Billions.
No, I don't watch.
She was on Sons of Anarchy too.
He's a handsome guy though, so Soder's gonna have a good acting career because girls like him. He has a big head, which a lot of celebrities have giant heads.
Yeah, he's got a huge head, but he's also like he doesn't have. His head is not just a celebrity big head. He does appear to have a mild form of giantism.
He does, yes.
So that might
everywhere but the genitals.
Right. He towers over people.
Yeah.
And he does have, like, I don't know if people know this.
Dan Soder is a lummox.
Right. But he's got remarkably small genitals. That's in the industry that's known. I don't know if that's
it's common knowledge that he's a tiny genitaled man.
Yeah. And I mean, compared to his large frame, they look especially small. But even for an average man, they're very small.
Yeah, it looks like Andre holding a fucking, like a little, like one of those teeny mini beers in his big dumb hands.
Yeah, you ever see the photo of Andre the Giant holding a full-size can of beer?
Yeah.
Now picture him holding a shot glass. That's Dan Soder's
genitals.
Medically, I think it's been referred to as a micro penis. I think. And by the way, she sampled this and used that backwards talking.
Like the backwards man?
Oh, that was my costume when I was in camp. Backwards man.
No.
Did I tell you that?
Nope, but you're gonna now.
But I went to Camp Mason. I was 13, and we had a Halloween thing. It was over the summer, like a costume party. And I didn't have any costume, and no one did. So I went as backwards man, where I just put like my pants and shirt on backwards. And they said, "Who are you?"
Crisscross?
And my sunglasses on my back of my head. Yeah. They said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm backwards man."
And then the bully opened your fly and had his way.
Did it go over?
I don't think anybody noticed or cared.
But you wanted them to so badly, didn't you?
I thought it was quite. I couldn't figure out how to do the shoes backwards.
So did you do anything?
I mean, you can't.
No.
You just left them?
Yep. This one is backwards, man.
Did you think you were really clever?
Very unique costume.
Was it met with enthusiasm?
It's met with indifference.
How old were you?
24.
Toast got his pants on backwards.
Toast is nuts. I was maybe 13 or 12.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad.
Not good.
Yeah.
Backwards, man. You think it's a good costume?
It's a very terrible costume. It's a poor person's costume. It's a broke kid's costume.
Well, also in camp, over the summer, you don't bring a Halloween costume.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. You'd think, I mean, what are we nuts? It's August. Halloween.
We were dorks.
That's clear.
We complete fucking fruits.
You were the king dork of all of them.
We tried to pretend that we were dead to scare one of the counselors.
Do they get scared? Oh, no, the kids are all dead.
No, they didn't.
How did you pretend to be dead?
We all... Everyone in the cabin just decided to lay there and like act like we had been murdered.
There would have been evidence of murder.
I know, there was none.
Weapons, blood.
The guy walked in, like, all right, let's go. And walked back out.
You didn't believe it?
He didn't even notice that we were pretending we were dead.
What were you doing? Just sleeping?
Just laying in the
like
bed.
laying there, like there was one guy on the floor. We just pretended. I don't.
No blood anywhere?
Did you stick your tongues out like, ah?
I'm sure some guys did. We weren't good.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. There must be a murderer in camp, killing the children.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly scary.
It doesn't sound scary at all.
No.
I would have reacted just like that counselor did. Walk in and go, all right, guys, let's go. It's lunchtime.
Yep.
You little idiots.
Get off the fucking floor.
Yeah, hey, dicks.
Yeah.
Hey, get up. I want to be fucking another. The counselors were like 17, 18.
You won't be getting the attention you're looking for.
Yeah. Get up, you little moles.
Yeah.
Get up. Get in the shower. Let's go.
Everybody in the shower. We're all going to pretend we're dead.
Yeah.
What a bunch of nerds.
You think that's dorky?
It's so dorky.
You think that's a suburban white kid thing to do?
It's so a suburban white
kid. I've been killed. I told you I was scared to go in the canoe or the kayak.
Because of Jason Voorhees?
No, I didn't want to do it. So I was trying to talk about the safety of it, how it's a danger.
Oh, no.
That's a fucking asshole.
Did they let you not go in because you had figured out the safety precautions that weren't taken?
They were just...
Everybody knew what you were doing. Everybody knew you were a little chicken shit.
A little chicken shit fruit boy.
Yeah. Everybody had fun on their kayaks. Except you.
Except me.
Because you were a little chicken shit.
A little chicken shit fruit boy.
That's right. That's 100% correct.
We should break because Michael will be here at 10.
We should break. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Frances McDormand's Oscar getting stolen was funny.
Yes.
Some guy just steals Oscars. I was watching...
live fucking Facebook, puts it on Facebook Live.
Of course. What else are you going to do? I was watching Roger Goodell do his run in the office.
What a douche.
Everybody cheering him.
He's exactly that guy you think he is.
Yeah, exactly. We got a lot to talk about.
I got the 16th, I'm going to be at Foxwoods Casino. And I think one of the DC shows is sold out already, March 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It's selling very well, so come and see me if you want. And that's it.
And if you're a listener to the show, go to one of Jim's shows and pretend that you're dead the whole time.
Yeah. And I'll tiz-off like that, and none of us will know what I'm saying.
Right. Just shout from the audience, Wizen or the Jizzokes?
And I'll say, this that is his hurtful. Get it?
She wasn't even hot. She was my cousin. I mean, I guess she was hot to some people, but I was so much time around her. So yeah, we would take baths together and shit, and I was like, yeah. But
it's funny, I never had sexual feelings for a cousin. I had crushes, never sexual feelings.
Yeah.
But you're taking baths with your cousin at 11?
That's
no,
weird.
not 11.
Who held the video camera? Fucking Mr. Carlson from fucking Dudley?
Yeah. No. In the back of a bike shop taking baths?
Yeah, I don't know why. I used to get fucking... But I don't know. I was a little sexual kid. Like, I remember my first kiss when I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
I was kissed another 4-year-old, yeah. And then, like, I remember, like, not knowing what sex was, but understanding, like, penis and vagina. I couldn't, even get a hard on or anything, I don't think. But I remember just, like, rubbing my, like, baby dick and balls on the other 4-year-old girl.
When was your first instance of fellatio?
Fellatio? Probably, like, honestly, 8 or 9 years old. At least just trying it.
Jim?
I'd have to say younger.
Giving or taking?
Yeah. More giving, but I got to.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just sad.
I told you, that one picture of myself with my head split open.
Yeah.
I knew I was already fucking sucking dicks at that age.
There's this photo, right? So there's this photo of Jim.
Okay.
And, like, he looks adorable. He's like, probably 7, maybe?
Yeah, I know. It was 5.
5 years old.
1973.
So oh my God, he's 5 years old. He's got his stupid Jim Norton bangs bowl cut thing. He's got a little Band-Aid on his head. He's wearing little kid 2-piece pajamas, just like, oh, I'm just innocent Jim Norton. He had already sucked dicks. And this guy will tell you he wasn't molested.
Wow.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
You're 5, sucking dicks.
So where do you think the sexual...
Jim just shrugged his shoulders at me like, so?
Where do you think like the socially, sexually unacceptable behavior came from?
I'm a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah, what better way to fucking show your friends that you're fucking having a good time? You fucking blow your friends.